Do I have to say it? Hey, it's me, Mr. McCootie. There, satisfied? Good. Now, in this video, we are going to be talking or learning about this. Okay, so if you have this cover sheet on your booklet, this is the one we're doing today. Now, in both videos, we are learning about the position of objects on grids and graphs. And the reason why we need to learn the language of position is because when we move on to a subject called coordinates, which is all about direction and how to read maps, this is going to be very important that you know the language that they use, okay? So that's why we're doing it, and we are doing it in this video from this booklet. So if your booklet looks like this is the one for you. If not, you can stop and you go to the other video. Easy. So what we're going to do straight away, and what we should do all the time with these booklets, there's always information in the top. Now, I keep telling you, always read all the information before you ask a question. So if that's in an email, read all the email first, then you have all the information, then you should ask a question. Should you read it once? What do I always say? Read it once just to get the idea, twice to get the understanding. So let's read this together. Reading the first box at the top here on the first page. It says, position, describing position. When we describe the position of an object in a grid, we need to refer to the row and the column. Rows go across, columns go down, okay? Rows go across, columns go down. We use words such as left and right, top, middle, and bottom. Rows go across and columns go up and down. That's just what I just said, okay? So that's the information in there. When we describe the position of an object in a grid, by the way, a grid is a set of squares. So this is a grid with 3, 3, 3, 3. Altogether, there's 9 boxes. This is a 9-box grid. When we describe the position of an object in a grid, we need to refer to the row and column. We use words such as left and right, top, middle, and bottom. Rows go across and the columns go up and down. Question 1 says this: help Chef Claude by adding the finishing touches to these sweet treats. And then it says, A, top row in the middle. Add some chocolate sprinkles. So you're not going to get real chocolate sprinkles, or as we call them in the UK, hundreds and thousands. We're not going to get real ones. You're going to draw them on top of the object of the sweet dessert that's in the picture. This way we can see if you understand the position. So if we do number 1 first together, top row in the middle, add some chocolate sprinkles. That's quite easy. Top row. In the middle, well, it's not here, the middle must be there. This is the sweet product. It looks like some kind of pudding with a cherry on top. And what's it asking you to do? Top row in the middle, add some chocolate sprinkles. So you're going to draw on top of this pudding some chocolate sprinkles. Easy. Going down, question B, letter B, it says middle row, last column. Middle row, last column, add some candles. So middle row, where's that? Okay, middle row, last column. So we know where the first column is. Where's the last column going to be? Rows go across, columns go up and down. Middle row, last column. Well, I'm guessing if that's a row going across here, this will be the top row, this will be the bottom row, so this has to be the middle row. So middle row is here, and this is the first column, middle column, last column. So I'm guessing middle row, last column, this is the product. This is the sweet item. And it's asking you to add on some candles. Candles means plural. And what does plural mean? More than one. So when it says add candles, add more than one candle. And by the way, when you're adding and drawing on these worksheets, I'm expecting these to look neat. Don't just do scribble and job done. Be proud of the work that you're doing. And plus, mom or dad or both are sat near you, and if they're not there right now, they're going to want to see the work you've done. Okay? So, this is for question B. I'm not going to do all of them for you. You have B, A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. Okay? That's the first page. I'm expecting you to do at least 3 pages. You guys, about 5. Question number 2. Okay, it's the next page. And again, we need to read the information right at the top. Okay? So I'm going to read it to myself. Pause right now. Then you are going to read it. So I'm going to read it to myself. You press pause, read it, and come back. Welcome back. Now it says, a group of children are playing a game called Flickety Winks. In this game, they flick a counter, which is like the thing you use to move across. They flick a counter twice and add the numbers that the counters land on to see who ends up with the largest score. Read the position of each throw and name the winner. So, you have the board here, and as you can see, there's lots of numbers on here. You'll have a counter, and a counter could be an object, which they're going to flick, and it's going to land on one of these numbers. Each person has 2 flicks. One flick may land here, one flick may land here. But 2 flicks will land on, each will land on a number. So let's look to see what we have to do. A group of children are playing a game called Flickety Winks. We know that now. In this game, they flick a counter twice. 1, 2. Then they add the numbers together that the counters land on. Numbers will be here. And we have to see who has the largest score. Read the position, so the positions seem to be here, and name the winner. So let's do the first one together. Mel, the first person, her counter, what she flicks, lands on the top row, second from the left. So her first counter lands on the top row. So here's your top row. Second from the left. So left is going to be here or here. Here or here. Which side is the left? Well, for me, the left is on this side, because this is where my left hand is. So my left hand is on this side. So top row, the rows go across. Second from the left. So this is first from the left. So the digit second from the left is 6. So counter 1 for Mel is 6. Let's see where her second counter goes. Counter 2. Bottom row, third from the right. Bottom row, where's that then? Bottom row? Bottom row? Bottom row? Yeah. Bottom row, third from the right. So we know the right-hand side is going to be, this is my right hand, so my right-hand side is going to be here. Third from the right, 1, 2, 3, third. So the number is 12. 6 plus 12 is 18. I would write the answer there, 18. So you have to do the same thing for all 4 people. Locate, add them together, write down your answer. Then at the bottom, who has the highest score? The winner is, and write down the person's name. Number 3. Will played this game on his own and flicked 3 counters. So Will played the same game on his own and flicked 3 counters. Will ended up with a score of a total of 20. So you have to write down the position of his 3 counters. Okay? Here they only had 2 counters. Will has 3 counters. But his counters add up to 20. Where would his counter 1 land? Where would his counter 2 land? Where would his counter 3 land? Remember, all 3 counters must add up to 20. Not 25, not 27, not 10, not 19. They must add up to 20 altogether. And I'm looking, there isn't a 0 on here. So that's question 3. Sorry, that's question 2. Sorry. This is question 3. Follow the directions. Let's read through this. A group of 4 friends live in the same neighborhood. Neighborhood, I know that means Kiez in German. Each smiley face shows where someone lives. You know what smiley faces are? Easy. Color the faces according to where each person lives. So there are 4 faces, 4 explanations. Which explanation matches the face, and then color it the color it says. That one's pretty simple. And question 4, look carefully at the map and answer the questions. Again, pretty self-explanatory. Read the questions and look at the map, read the questions, look at the map, read the questions and answer them. The answers are on here, your questions are here. And one more page, position. Follow the direction. Read the question. On this page, you will practice following the directions up, down, left, and right. Aisha is playing a game with her mobile phone. A mobile phone is what we call a handy, or the Americans call it a cell phone. Aisha is playing a game on her mobile phone where she has to move the snake from one end of the grid to the other without bumping into the black holes. Complete the directions that she used for each game. Start at the smiley face and finish at the star. So here it says 2 up, 2 left. Let's have a look. If you go 2 up, then 2 left, you're going the right direction. You have to make your way to the star. One is easier than the other. So you have to write down the easiest way and the quickest way to get to the star. and you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 boxes to fill in. And question 2 at the bottom here, you don't have to do unless you have a dice. So I'm going to leave that with you. Those questions don't seem too difficult. So we're learning about the language of position. Left, right, up, down, top, middle, bottom, those kind of words. And if you can, use them in these kind of questions. Remember, if you have that booklet, this is the one you will be doing. And if you can't find the booklet, ask mom and dad, because this time I didn't put it through ManageBack, I put it through the email. So maybe your mom got the email, or maybe your dad got the email. Ask them and they will tell you if they have received it. So I'll talk to you tomorrow.